Have you ever found yourself strolling through the British countryside or driving up a country lane and thought to yourself, why are there so many of these in my sight? They're like beacons to remind you that you're on British territory. But just why are there so many red letterboxes in rural Britain?
Well, there's a story behind them. A tale of Victorian ambition, wartime secrets, and some good old British quirkiness. Let's skedaddle.
Oh, buggers. Someone's just come and cut all my hair off. Where was I? Picture this. It's the 1800s, and despite being founded in the 16th century by King Henry VIII, the Royal Mail is on a mission to connect the whole of the United Kingdom. In 1852, it first introduced the freestanding pillar boxes after a surprising push by Anthony Trollope, the literary star turned postal surveyor obsessed with getting mail to each corner of the UK. Postboxes in towns typically look something like this, which is my personal favourite. Note the EIIR, it's Elizabeth II Regina. It's an Elizabethan postbox.
Like this.
Whereas village postboxes typically look more like this. Note the VR, Victoria Regina. It's a Victorian postbox, guys. I mean, search everywhere for this. So, enjoy it. It wasn't worth it, was it? And this. But as they say, it's not about size, it's about how you use it. So why red? Well, it's not just random. You needed something that popped amongst all the endless green fields, greystone cottages and foggy moors. In fact, early boxes were actually green, but they just vanished into the scenery. Gone, but not forgotten. Total fail, trust me. It did not go well. Red, though, red was a winner. It screamed, here I am. Think the Victorian vibe, you got the red military tunics, the bold swagger of the British Empire. And by 1874, it was locked in as the official colour, and it's been that way ever since. But why so many in the countryside? Well, the Royal Mail had this big, noble idea of universal access. Even if you lived in a tiny little, irrelevant hamlet with more sheep than people, you deserved your letters. Whether that be a tax invoice, a news from family, or a love note. In the early 20th century, tens of thousands were dotted around the countryside, and today, the UK has over 115,000 still standing. There is no excuse for not paying your tax bill. Know your game.
Here's a bit of trivia. Did you know that in World War II, some postboxes got a sneaky upgrade? In coastal areas, some of the red postboxes had white stripes painted on them, not as a stylish feature, but actually to help as secret markers for pilots. See, Allied pilots could spot them from the air and use them to dodge enemy territory. Who knew that the humble mailbox could double as a military GPS?
Fast forward to today, and these boxes are more than just functional. They're cultural icons, and the UK has tried switching the colour. Some went grey in the 90s, blue in the 30s for airmail, and in 2012 at London, the Olympic Games, if your town or village was home to an athlete who won gold, tradition had it that you'd paint it gold. Obviously, this place isn't very good at sports, but for the most part, people lost their minds. Red is non-negotiable. There's even a Postbox Appreciation Society. Yep, this is Britain. That is a thing. Dedicated to keeping them alive. Here's a quirky fact. The oldest working postbox in Britain is in Hertfordshire, set up in 1853, active for over 170 years. Not bad, right? So the next time you see one of them red gems in the middle of nowhere, you're not just looking at a red postbox, you're looking at a slice of history. A relic of a time when mail was king, a wartime hero, and a stubborn bit of British charm that refuses to fade away. Thank you very much for watching.